Hey Watchers, how are you guys? I just wanted to, I know we're watching, but just to kind of remind everybody that we could be going home pretty soon. Uh, don't forget to continue to tell people about Jesus from now until we finally go. It looks like Rosh Hashanah is going to be should be the time. I don't know if it's going to be this year, next year, or whenever the year is. I kind of think it's going to be this year because of some of the events, but I could be wrong. I just think to this this time last year, I was really excited and really wanted it to happen. Um, and but yet at the same time, there was doubt. And at first, I kind of I put that doubt as in that was just my own thing. But really, I don't think it was doubt as much as it was God's just saying no, not this year. Um, this time not like I've had confirmation or anything like that. This time it just seems it seems to be a little bit more of a piece. So I mean, yeah, it might be this time, but if it's not, it's not like going to cripple me or anything like that. It's just uh, it's just that I kind of think that this time is a little different. Just a little different. There's a lot of things that are just going on that would seem to believe that if you're watching, you would go, "Wow, okay, maybe it is this time." If you're not watching, you wouldn't even know that it was happening. So, or that it would happen. You wouldn't even be paying attention, which almost makes me think it would be the perfect time because most people aren't paying attention. Um, uh, I do feel like the Lord is actually doing a lot of great things in the earth. That people are being saved all over the place. I just don't think we're necessarily always hearing about it. Um, but I do believe people are being transformed daily. Um, and so I just kind of wanted to, I don't know, I guess just kind of, just I haven't been on in a while. I haven't said much about anything when it comes to the Rapture lately, but I am just, I am excited. I'm excited about this time. I'm excited that, we could be going home. At the same time, there's opportunities down here to bring more people with us to go and just spread the word about Jesus and have Jesus do what Jesus does, which is change people's lives. So this is kind of a rambling one, but it is what it is. So um, be blessed, everyone. Get into your word, tell people about Jesus. Be excited to meet him. Don't let somebody discourage you. You tell somebody about that. Hey, Jesus is coming back, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Well, we don't know," and they start really, getting all down instead of being excited about their Savior's coming back. You should always be excited whenever your Savior. I mean, it's Jesus. So it's like I don't see why you wouldn't be excited to see him, to hold him, to hug him, to spend time with him, to talk with him. Like this is Jesus we're talking about. We're not talking about some random guy. This is King of Kings and Lord of Lords. So we should be excited to see him. Um, at the same time, um, you know, we're he, if it's not this year, if it's not this time, maybe it's a different time. We're still ready to go and tell people about the person that saved our lives and changed our lives, saved our souls, and made us into better people. So, just like I said, I mean, it's a simple message. It seems like I've said the same thing over and over again, but I just think I think it is that simple, and I don't think we need to complicate it too much, except for be ready for his return, expect his return, and until then, you tell people about Jesus. I don't think it's that hard. If you're confused on how to do that, just stick your hand out to somebody and just say hi. And that somebody could be a cousin, a friend, your brother, sister, your mom, dad. I mean, it could be anybody. Just show the love of Jesus, and if you by showing them that they belong, um, first, hey, you belong in the kingdom of heaven. And they go, really? And then they start believing that they belong in the kingdom of heaven. They start believing in what they're hearing about Jesus. Then that's normally when they start to behave. That's normally when you start seeing them actually, you know, show that they love Christ. It's not, I mean, even when you think about when I was saved, when you guys got saved, you know, you weren't, I mean, we're not perfect now, but, you know, we were really committing sins or whatever, you know, when Jesus came to us in our mess. And then, you know, once we got saved, it's not like we stopped sinning. You know, we probably kept doing some of those same things. And then as we kept going to church and as we kept hearing the you know, Jesus and how great he is and what he does, that's when we started believing. We really started to really believe everything that he's saying, and not maybe not just portions, but really just all of it. And then all of a sudden we started acting out and started behaving in the way that we should. And so I just think we, you know, we need to welcome people into the kingdom. You know, you welcome them in, no matter who they are, no matter what sin they are doing at that time, what issue that they're doing at their time, they are welcome in. They'll change, because I don't know too many people that can get in Jesus's face and not change. Like, that's really, really, really hard to honestly come up to Jesus and be like, I want you to change me, and then not change. Like, that's not going to happen. So if they really want to change, if you show them Jesus, it's like, hey, I want to see more of this Jesus, they'll change. You don't have to worry about changing them. They'll change on their own. You just got to keep, just say, hey, I'll help you. I'll just help show what Jesus has done in my life, and, you know, keep bringing you around other people that Jesus has changed their lives, and before you know it, that person is doing awesome stuff that you didn't even expect could happen. So um, I know I just want to encourage everybody just to, you know, keep preaching Jesus, and to be excited about what could happen. I do believe that it will be on Rosh Hashanah. I don't know what year. It very possibly could be this year. This time next week, we could be gone, and up in heaven. Um, but if, you know, if not, hey, we got things to do down here to help the kingdom of God. And if so, um, then we get to see Jesus. So it's a win-win. This is a great time to smile, and even though a lot of people think it isn't, because of, you know, maybe the economy and the things that are going on. It looks really bad out there. At the same time, if you're a Christian, you're saved, there should be like just tons of joy. Like, man, this is like prime, just like prime recruiting. Like, I mean, you know, people want help. You know, you talk about Jesus, and they don't necessarily always just throw it back in your face, especially if they don't know him. They're like, well, who is he, and why should I know him? And you tell them, and they're like, hey, that's kind of cool. Maybe I should get to know this guy. So it's not as hard as we make it. Just I don't know. I know I'm rambling, but I kind of just felt like I just wanted to get this off my chest. I am excited that I may not be here. I might have just watched my last football game, my last professional football game yesterday. I don't know, but I don't really care. Anyways, you guys, God bless. Hopefully, this is, you know, will bless somebody and give somebody um, some joy, something good will come out of this. And anyways, talk to you guys later.